That's Southtown 101. We are brought to you in part by our good friends at CBD by Natural Heights. Do you have stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, or insomnia?
We got the stuff for you.
We got the stuff for you. Make sure you give our good friends at CBD by Natural Heights a call at 210-592-1060. That's 210-592-1060. Or give them a visit at their brick and mortar location, 1880 Nacogdoches Road. That's 1880 Nacogdoches Road. They've been with us from the jump, and we're very happy to see them. How you doing, Austin?
Doing good. Yeah. Just had one class today. Now I'm out free the rest of the day.
Love that for you, buddy. Jose, how you doing, bud? How was your weekend?
Well, Taco, it was pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie. So
What happened? Give me the rundown, dude.
well, Taco, when you watch a player grow up from birth, and your favorite team trades him away for an alleged guy that just sat back and watched like a sexual assault or something like that and put it on video. Shout out to Alex Verdugo. And a guy named Jeter, named after one of my least favorite players in baseball history.
One of the best Bears in baseball history, mind you.
Not true. But yeah, it's a pretty frustrating couple days. But I took the Ekdals to Austin this weekend.
That's cool. What'd y'all do? I was in Austin this weekend. What'd y'all do?
Yeah, we talked about it. We were on 6th Street. We were like, wow, what if we saw Joe?
What day were you on 6th Street?
Saturday night?
Yeah, so was I.
Well, where were you, Austin?
He wasn't.
Austin.
I was in San Antonio. Austin was in San Antonio.
You know, I was on 6th Street. Me and my girlfriend went to a movie, and then we walked on 6th Street for maybe like 11 minutes, and I hated every second of walking on that godforsaken street.
Please explain.
What time would, because you get different experiences depending on the time of day.
Yeah, no,
you go
it
to
was like 10:30. No, it was like 9:45, and I was wearing this hat that I just got. Very proud of this purchase. And two different people felt the need to comment on my hat, and it wasn't like a "Hey man, nice hat." The first one was a "Yeehaw," like as sarcastic and cruel as could
Do
be.
people just not wear cowboy hats in Austin?
No, so I was wearing it, and the guy was like "Yeehaw," and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, cool." And I didn't say anything. He turned around, he cussed me out because I didn't say anything. And so he just kept walking, and then maybe 10 minutes later, another guy was like, "Hey, nice hat." But it wasn't like a, "Hey, nice hat." It was like a very much like, "Oh, you're from out of town and I go to Texas and I'm better than you."
Does
Like,
does the UT band wear enough cowboy hats to
to sustain the city of Austin. So, and then he did that. And then it just put me in a bad mood. So I just badmouthed Austin for like 45 minutes.
ouch?
Well,
Not you, buddy.
I'll be honest. A cowboy hat on 6th Street is a kind of a tough look. It's not a bars kind of thing.
That
Texas.
seems like a normal thing to me. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now. If I would have saw a person on 6th Street with a cowboy hat, I would be like, class.
You got to wear one of the hipster hats that's not a cowboy
Yeah,
hat.
like one of the
But,
with the weird dome and it's like flat.
Yeah, and then you got to put a feather in it. A peacock.
Why are you so into feathers, dude?
Because feathers on hats.
Okay, good.
What is that? All right, but yeah. So more about Mookie Betts. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, traded him for pennies, and
They really did.
now the Dodgers have to win the World Series.
So are the Red Sox just like broke? Do they just have like no money whatsoever?
Ownership basically just wants to get under the luxury tax threshold to reset the penalties.
Hi, Jeff.
And it's kind of a tough look for the Red
Thank you,
Sox.
Jeff.
So yeah, they're pinching pennies for the first time.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Aren't they like the third or fourth richest franchise like in the league?
Yes.
Like that doesn't like that does not make sense to me.
Hey, I agree with you. It really doesn't make sense, and it hurts my feelings, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. That's like really rough. That's legit. Like the you know who Mookie Betts is, right?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Well, I'll leave you guys with two Mookie Betts things. One, everyone
Things.
keeps reminding me that this is like the Babe Ruth trade because
Yeah.
it's just ownership saving money on a trade. So that's really cool. I love that.
Hey,
And,
but you've won 4 championships in your lifetime. You don't need to win anymore.
yeah, they oh no. If the Red Sox if the Red Sox never won a World Series and until like I died like for another 86 years, oh my god, that'd be terrible. But my last thing is Mookie Betts is actually pronounced wrong. It should be Mucky Betts because if you just replace the M with a C, we say cookie.
I don't get it.
So
it's Cucky Betts.
it should be Mucky Betts, but it's Mookie Betts. We don't say kooky for cookie. There you go.
Is that his real name?
Wait, no. If his name, you're saying his name should be Mookie
Yeah,
because it's Cookie. Okay, I was very confused. Not okay. Yeah, no, that makes
Yeah.
more sense now.
Cookie Betts.
His name's Mark, isn't it?
No,
What is it?
It is Mookie.
His actual name is Mookie.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
mean,
actually kind of a cool name.
Yeah, that's a
Mookie
very like
Betts.
original.
no, it's Marcus Lynn Betts.
Yeah, I was like, his name's Mark or something. I was like,
I was
I'm
like-
definitely sure his name's Marcus. Like, no one names
Yeah.
their kid Mookie.
No, it's Marcus Lynn Betts.
He goes,
Yeah, that makes
you
more
know
sense.
what? My name is Mookie.
Yeah, I know a couple people, or I've listened to a couple things where people have named their dog Mookie and they're Red Sox fans. So that's a super tough one.
Oof, that is rough.
That was a name choice for Molly the dog, but Molly the dog ended up being a girl.
Could be worse. Could be a tattoo.
Yeah, you could have gotten like a Mookie tattoo.
We don't want to talk about the ankle tat I have, you know.
Wait, you have an ankle tattoo of Mookie Betts?
No, come on, Taco, relax.
Wait,
wait.
wait. Preston, does he have an ankle tattoo of Mookie Betts?
No, of course not.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I would.
I don't know. Like, this sounds like you do, Jose.
Like I have ankle tats of all the jerseys numbers of my favorite players, you know. So I have a 50 tattooed, and I just retired on my ankle now.
Well, maybe you're just a big David Robinson guy.
No, I couldn't care less about the Admiral.
So you do have a Mookie Betts tattoo?
No,
Yes, you have a 50.
no, I don't have a
She's
tattoo.
messing with you.
Yeah,
I don't know. I honestly can't tell. Can't
you
tell.
know what? I'm just gonna start rolling with it. Yeah, I have the retired jerseys of all my favorite teams tattooed on my ankles and my feet.
Okay.
I mean, if it weren't for like the ankles, it's kind of a cool idea. Like,
Yeah,
if you have a
if you-
tattoo sleeve and it's just a
It's
bunch of
just, like,
jerseys for
numbers.
your favorite players.
You retired just pointless numbers. Davis Bertans Spurs jersey on Taco's fucking bicep.
Davis Bertans makes me sad. He's everything we could have been.
Hey,
We
well,
traded him
he's
away.
worth 2 first-round picks now, according
Yep.
to the Wizards.
Yep.
Shout out to the Celtics for trying to trade him.
This guy's still on.
Yeah,
The-
Steve
the
Stewart.
marketing manager or whatever for the New
So,
York
so
Knicks.
we were
is-
getting ready for the show. Jose was watching. We usually have ESPN on in the studio, and Steve Stute, who is the marketing director for the Knicks, he was on, and Jose was like, "What are you talking about?" And we looked him up, and he's actually like a really important dude, and it's kind of like I don't mean to say it, but like kind of the face of American marketing.
Yeah,
Like it's Anheuser. He does Anheuser-Busch, McDonald's, and then also
he founded the company.
he
He's
founded the company
CEO
that markets Anheuser-Busch, McDonald's,
and
and
State Farm.
State Farm, which is like 3 of the biggest things. But yeah, weird thing.
And now he's marketing for the
The
New York
Knicks,
Knicks.
which is interesting. Yeah.
and kind of
Oh,
depressing.
Jose, we watched the 4 Days in October 30 for 30 last night.
Well, I'm glad. Did you guys cry? Because
I cried. Yeah.
I watched the
you should.
first half.
By the way, I would caution you guys, or I urge you guys to go check the Facebook comments because there's some slander of Taco going on.
It's
and-
Kevin.
No, Kevin told me I talked too loud, so I spit
Oh no, there's more
Oh, there's
slander.
more?
There's more slander on there.
She's
of
calling me a
Taco.
baby.
Yeah. So
She's calling me a baby because I'm mad that the mean people.
Hi,
from Austin
Daniel.
were mean to me. Hi, Austin. Oh, speaking of Kevin and Daniel.
Austin.
Yeah, speaking of Kevin and Daniel. Shout out to UTSA Quidditch.
Yeah, we're a Quidditch school.
We are a Quidditch school. You are the single most successful team on campus. Like I'm not even kidding. I'm so proud of them, and I'm genuinely excited for the Alamo Cup.
yeah, no, I'm
So
gonna
they're
be there.
having like a big tournament. I think it's the 29th is when it is, and it's like a big Quidditch tournament, and everyone's playing each other. And we just won an LSU, so that's fun. So I'm gonna try to learn about Quidditch.
would hate to see Pub Sports Radio have a presence. there.
You would hate to see Pub Sports Radio put on a tailgate for
the Alamo
the
Cup.
Alamo Cup Quidditch.
That's going to be on UTSA's rec fields
You
Yeah,
hate to
you'd
see
hate
it.
you hate to see it. You'd hate to see it.
at February 29th.
It'd be absolutely.
I
Terrible.
don't know the time.
Probably all day. It'd
Yeah.
be absolutely terrible if we're out there barbecuing and killing. Killing.
Squirrels and
Barbecue
cooking them up.
spatui. Who wants that?
What are you gonna eat?
Again.
Wait, do you not like
man,
barbecue?
Man, Taco, you are so slow this morning. Come on, I need you to put your thinking hat on. This is all sarcasm. Let's go. I believe in you.
Right. Sorry. It's been a long weekend, buddy. But yeah, so we went to go see a movie last night, Austin.
Oh,
it
yeah.
it was out way too late. Like we
Yeah,
like,
no, we went to dollar movies.
we went to a dollar movie and we saw
Zombieland Double Tap.
Zombieland Double Tap, which was very good. Have you seen Zombieland, Jose?
I didn't know it was out. I actually 2 days ago I talked about this with someone and I was like, oh, it's out, and I have not seen it. No, but Emma Stone is my wife,
So we watched it
Very good.
and it's fantastic.
of course it is.
like,
Emma Stone's in it.
It was so not like I
No,
mean
her
she was
character was like the worst part of the
yeah,
movie.
she was kind of like
Austin, I'll fight you right here,
she was
right
kind
now.
of terrible in most
No,
of
she
the
was
movie.
good in the first movie. The
No,
second
she-
movie, she takes the stance against him. I'm like, you're not justified in this
She
argument
she
at
just makes
all.
like this terrible take and she just stands by it for most of the movie and it's very annoying.
Man, Taco, I want you to think about what you just said, and I want you to remember that.
No, I love Emma Stone. I'm just saying, like in this
Oh.
movie,
I'm talking about for yourself. if someone makes a
Oh,
terrible take, and
yeah,
just
yeah,
stand
yeah,
by
yeah.
it throughout the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's our jobs, bud. That's our jobs.
Just remember that. I'll remember this. I'm gonna clip this part of the show whenever you say some nonsense like the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl again. Just, right here.
UTSA's 30-win basketball team.
there you go, right there.
Yeah, speaking of which, on the second half of the show, we have a special interview with my good friend Jacob Germany, who's like, he doesn't play center because we don't really have positions in UTSA basketball. We just have, he's a big man, but he isn't really a big man. He's just kind of tall. He plays in the middle of the court. And that's all that I can really say about his position. But he'll be in the second half of the show. We did an interview a couple of days ago. Really fun, good time. He's an interesting dude from Oklahoma. He's a fun time. Other things big this week. What happens Friday, Austin?
UTSA baseball
Yeah, that actually
on Valentine's
the
Day.
important thing happens on Friday is UTSA baseball is back, and you know what that means? The Bad Birds are back in business, baby.
Woo!
We're getting the band back together. High five. So yeah, it's our favorite time of year. When we became who we are, and I'm very excited. We're our first series against Quinnipiac. I don't really know.
Where are they from?
I don't have no idea. I have no idea. I've done no research on them whatsoever.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
But we never we don't do research on teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's not who we are. Like we've never really done that, and that's not really been the thing. But yeah, I'm very excited for baseball season back.
They're a Native American reserve.
I think they are. I genuinely have no
Yeah.
idea.
We'll find out.
I made a very good tweet in my opinion the other day. It was like, oh, your pitchers and catchers return today. Might have a game on Friday. We aren't the same. And then like Austin pointed it out to me. I was like, that's like a very niche tweet. Like only like maybe 3 or 4 people that I follow or follow me would genuinely understand that.
It's like, oh, well, you're excited for pro baseball. I'm excited for college baseball.
And that, yeah, it was just rough time. But yeah, so other big things happened this weekend. Professional football came back to the United States.
XFL.
Jose, did you watch any XFL games this weekend?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Which game did you watch?
I watched Cardell Jones play well, and
Who's he play for again?
The DC Defenders.
That's right. Yeah, that was actually a really fun game. We were watching that on Saturday. That was a fun one. I don't hate the Guardians. I think I like the Guardians actually, the New York team, because all their fans just like gargoyles, and that's fun.
Not breaking news, but breaking news. I believe the LA team. Don't quote me on this, but the LA team
They fired the defensive coordinator.
Fired their defensive coordinator after one game. Yes.
After one game,
That's funny.
which is that's some AAF levels of like incompetency.
Or is it just forward thinking? Like, you did this bad already. We're not going to keep you for the rest of the season to find out. Give some other people.
I mean, one
shot.
game.
Apparently, I mean, I don't make the decisions. I'm just following the spin. Throw the spin on it.
Like I recognize that like what they could be doing is like interesting and keeps their name in the news, but it's literally been one game in this brand new league with a new set of offensive rules, and it's just like that's a nonsense thing to do, honestly.
Yeah, but have you seen how ridiculous this brand new league is?
Yeah, no, I watched a couple
It's
games.
great.
It was
I
great.
love it.
It was fun.
It's so
The
entertaining.
NFL is going to take several things from
I
this.
definitely think they're going to take the mic'd up refs where they're talking through the calls kind of
The
thing.
player interviews.
The player interviews is going to get good, and then the sky cam will
and
become
then the
better.
double forward pass.
Oh, no,
I
no. Let's
need
relax.
I need listen to me. I need more double forward pass. I need it. So if any XFL teams are listening, you'll have a fan the first double forward pass to score a touchdown. Whoever throws that, so as long as it's not the Houston Roughnecks, I will pick as my team.
It could be like a LA Wildcats fan.
Yeah. I really wanted to be New York because I can't I just don't like the Dallas Renegades that much. Like I picked them as my
I
team.
liked them before they started playing.
And then I saw them and I was
oh.
like, okay, this is kind of lame. They had like the motorcycles and it was like really corny and dumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I just genuinely cannot get behind this football team.
No. I like the Defenders.
The
I think
Defenders
they're
are cool.
Their
The
shield,
Guardians are
it
cool.
looks like an FC logo, yes, but like
It's
think
cool
the
though. Like
shield's
the
cool,
Defender,
yeah.
I really personally like the Guardians a lot because I don't know. I like New York as like the team.
I love how this surface level conversation about a league we did
because
nothing
like, there's
about.
nothing to know about. Like all the play, like, but it's not like the Commanders. Like with the Commanders, we were following like the preseason stuff and like the who they were picking up, and like I watched the draft. Like I did all that because like I cared.
Well, you literally couldn't watch the XFL draft. By the way, the NFL is definitely going to take the kickoffs. I definitely can tell you that's going to happen.
Really? No kickoff or
the kickoff with like, yeah, the guys are like 10 yards apart and they just.
I do like that because it give you like returns on kickoffs again because like that just doesn't happen in football anymore.
That's going to be taken, and then I wouldn't be surprised if they incorporated a version of the 2-3 point conversion things that they're doing.
I think they'll still keep kickers in. I think they'll just move them back for 3 points. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
like you do like a 40-yard field goal for 3 points after.
I wouldn't be
PAT.
surprised
They should
if
do
they
that.
did like a PAT, or if you could go for it for like 3 points or 2 points, something like that.
That would definitely be an interesting thing, but like, and that's what's good about these like secondary leagues that like I'm never gonna be like a diehard XFL fan.
They're an idea. for
Don't
them.
say never.
I seriously doubt that in the future I will be a diehard XFL fan and that they'll last more than 5 years.
I can't wait for some UTSA player to be like an XFL like legend.
There's we already
and
have
then
one.
We have a guy on the Vipers, but the Vipers are like
stinky, but
hot, dude.
He's a defensive end.
The Vipers are hot, dude. Like I was watching that game. I think that's why the Guardians looked so good. Was because the Vipers are bad. But yeah, I have no idea any teams. I have no idea like any coaches or players. Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch. The quality of football, I will give the XFL this.
is better than
The
the
quality
AAF,
of football is 10 times better than the AAF.
but
would you
the AAF was better at branding.
Correct. Would you agree to that, Jose?
yeah, probably.
Like the football is better.
The only thing that I thought was tough was the player interviews,
I
like
thought that was hilarious.
interviewing.
They just got to work the kinks out.
Yeah, like, hey, let's go interview this kicker after you miss this field goal. Hey,
35-yard
kicker, why did you miss this? I don't know.
Missed
Like,
it.
what do you,
That's
what do you want me
great.
to say? And then you just need to go uncensored. Just go uncensored. Let the players drop fuck bombs on the sidelines. Let's let them do it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I mean, like you really just got to work the kinks out. Like that's the kind of thing that's a good idea and should be done, and it makes the game more personal. It's just you need to iron it out.
And you need to add a San Antonio team.
But I definitely think that it'll be fun. But the best part, like the thing that like XFL, like people who are like the Commanders fans here in town for the XFL teams, what they can rest assured on is that this league will be around for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Again, let's not
No,
go that far.
Vince
Like-
McMahon like came out and said he was like, this league will last 3 years. Like we have the money for this league to last 3 years.
If like
I
no
sure
one
hope
shows
he
up for the
says.
game.
I was about to say,
then-
I sure hope he does, because
It's like
who
even
knows?
even if
I'm
this
sure
even
the
if
other
no
people
one's
said
at the
that
games,
too.
like we will have these games for 3 years and then we'll decide again. So it's like there's 3 years of XFL probably. We'll at least get through the season with these guys. So which is
yeah, all these leagues always say they have the money. I
well
need to
no,
see
but
it.
where's the AAF's like the XFL is a division of the WWE.
The AAF was run by the guy that owns like CBS or something like that. I don't
But
know.
that's a different thing. Like it wasn't that like he has no idea how to run a league while the WWE is like the leading wrestling entertainment business in the world.
Well, they've
Isn't
already
the
tried to fill
WWE
once,
always
so.
like talking about? I feel like there's an article coming out like every year that they're bankrupt or something.
No. The WWE?
Yeah.
No. They've always been in charge. And like now with the AEW stuff, like the WWE has a competition, but that's just making them like crank up the heat more. But yeah, I'm not worried about this league folding mid-season like the Commanders, like the Alliance did.
Yeah, I sure hope you're right.
What I will say is that I'm not gonna lie. I recognize that I talked a lot of crap about the AAF in the post AAF, but when it was happening, like when we were at games, it was fun.
As someone who was there through most of your opinions, you definitely were like, one day you're like, the AF's stupid. I hate it. Why would I ever go to a Commanders game? And then you're like, oh, actually, the AF's kind of cool.
Okay,
Like, I'm having
like, I had fun
And
at the
then
games.
next day, you're like, the AF's stupid. I hate the Commanders.
That makes a lot of sense. That sounds exactly.
That's just genuinely how I react to things.
You should jump on the early bandwagon of Austin FC in the MLS.
No, we are. Well, this show is hard. There's a hard stance against Austin FC
Oh wow, well, how come?
because they
Because
they-
stole San Antonio.
they promised San Antonio that we were gonna get a team. We built them a stadium. We were
Nice
excited
stadium.
for it, huh?
a nice.
A
Stadium.
very nice stadium. And then they were like, no, never mind. We're gonna go to Austin instead.
That's probably the right.
They
decision.
gentrified soccer. Like that's what they did.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna let you guys know now. I'm all in on Austin FC.
Go trees, baby.
I think I wanted to buy season tickets, but I'm gonna try to go to a good amount of.
Okay, I know nothing about soccer. Is it like an MLS team?
It's an MLS
Yeah.
team.
Oh,
Like it's imagine like the Dallas, like there's a football team in San Antonio, which like Major League America, like the
Yeah.
highest form of American soccer, other than like U.S. men's national team, but that's whatever. The highest like regions of American soccer,
yeah.
and there was gonna be a team in San Antonio, but they said never mind, we're going to Austin instead.
I would really appreciate if Austin FC stunk for the first year too. One, so the ticket prices can be cheap, so I can go to the games, and two, so I can buy in low on the next year when they're hopefully good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I hope they fail and have to move to San Antonio. I wanted them here. Like, I was excited. I always says like I'll follow MLS if San Antonio get the team, and we were going to, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna follow MLS, and then we didn't get a team. What time is it?
SAFC's fun games are fun to
12:51.
go to, but if you sit behind the goal, there's no like net, so you can get smoked. And
Really?
It's hilarious to see people who sit like front row.
Just getting
beers.
murdered.
Oh yeah.
Did they get like the beers paid back?
Oh no, of course not. That's like your sit at your own risk kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
great
fair.
seats. You can talk a lot of crap to the other goalkeeper, which I'm sure you'd love to do.
That actually would be fun.
So, but I'm just saying, it's dangerous zone right there.
Yeah, I could imagine. Like I would come in like a helmet.
That's a good bit, right?
Yeah, no, just come in like a football helmet, just like you don't get like murdered.
Yeah, I
This is a
recommend
person
people-
who's been hit by a soccer ball against his will. I can say it
hurts.
does hurt. It does in fact hurt a lot.
I'm glad that you're a survivor.
Yeah, it was rough.
The Lautech women's soccer
The La Tech
team.
women's soccer team and me have a long, dark history. There's only one real occurrence, but I think I got a concussion from it. So that's the thing that happened.
got assaulted by a women's soccer
Yeah, I
player.
definitely got assaulted by a women's soccer player.
My dad says that the Dallas Renegades offensive coordinator was his high school coach.
Renegade. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little. Oh, maybe we should be
Weird.
Renegades fans.
Yeah.
then. Maybe we should run it back and be Renegades fans, just because we have this weird nonsense connection to a team
Then
we don't really care about.
You have to be a fan of Bob Stoops, then, and no one wants to do that.
Yeah, it's true. I was thinking about it. I was like, Bob Stoops.
Yeah, but there's a Texas Oklahoma thing right there that you should not cross.
Yeah, but also like Dallas is like a half Oklahoma town.
Dang, that's pretty bold for you to say about your home team's like city.
No, like Dallas college football fans, like
Yeah, but the Cowboys are in Arlington, so
the
it's
Cowboys
not
are in
really-
Arlington, different thing. Like above Dallas, like city limits, like that's like Sooner territory for all intents and purposes.
I don't understand the whole Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth like city.
So Dallas
structure.
Fort Worth is a metroplex, and it's a big city with a bunch of little cities in it. So you know when you remember when you drove to Austin this past weekend?
Sure, yeah,
You remember how you were never really out of the city when you
Sure,
were
yeah.
driving up there?
Yeah.
That's Dallas Fort Worth.
Mm.
So like when you were in Kyle, and you say so say you're born and raised in Kyle, Texas, and you move to Michigan, and people in Michigan are like, "Hey, where you from?" And you go, "Oh, I'm from Kyle, Texas," and they're like, "Where in God's name is that?" And you go, "Oh, you know San Antonio?" They're like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is because like that has a professional sports team." So you're like, "Okay, yeah, I'm from there." So that's what Dallas Fort Worth is. They're two cities that are essentially like an hour and a half apart from each other that just have like
They
a
just grew.
whole bunch of stuff in between. And Arlington is one of those cities in between. So yeah,
It's on
that's
the
why-
side-
that's why they-
Where does Arlington come into this?
it's-
they're
it's
a
on the
city-
southern side, right?
yeah, they're a city in the Dallas Fort Worth metroplex. So they're the Dallas Football Club.
So
They just play
they're
in
half-
Arlington.
It's a
but
very,
Dallas is
very-
half Oklahoma.
No, Dallas is not half Oklahoma. They're half Oklahoma fans.
But Denton is South Oklahoma.
But Denton, which is
Denton is
more,
Oklahoma.
which is more south than Dallas is South Oklahoma.
no,
Denton,
Denton's on.
Denton is
north.
under Dallas.
No, it's
Denton is
north.
not
we,
above
we
Dallas.
drove through Dallas to get to UNT.
I was about to say it's definitely.
It's
Oh,
north.
it is. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
it's
right. You're right.
north.
You're right.
Man,
De-
geography
Arlington
Joe.
is.
Geography Joe, baby.
We did not
Geography
drive
Joe,
through-
Back at it again.
We did not drive through Dallas to get to the Rangers game. Like it's south of Dallas. I
Uh,
think.
You're right. You're right.
Joe, here's a pop quiz geography question.
Oh,
which
God.
which city do you think is higher, Las Vegas or Nashville?
Higher.
I'm gonna say Nashville because my guts tell me Las Vegas.
Austin, you want to guess?
I'm gonna say. But this sounds like a trick question.
I know, that's-
Nashville's the obvious answer.
No, I think like in terms of like
More. Which one's more northern?
which one's more north?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna say Nashville.
I'm gonna say Nashville.
It is Vegas.
Dang it.
Wow. But
Geography Joe, back at it again.
Okay, but like recognize that I tricked myself into that. Like I my gut said Vegas, but I went with Nashville because I didn't want to trust myself.
Well, if you if you're gonna pull out your maps later in the day, you'll
love
realize it's
maps.
closer than it seems.
Oh, is it like very similar?
No. It's similar, but it's a pretty obvious thing. I obviously said Vegas immediately when I thought that because I thought Tennessee was more southern. I didn't realize how south Vegas was, but it's still definitely Vegas.
Okay, well, I feel dumb. We're gonna hit the break. On the other side of the break, I will talk a little bit more about Jacob Germany, and then we'll let you go on the interview, and then we'll see you next time. So hit the music. Keeping helping of UTSA athletics this upcoming weekend. We have softball tomorrow at 6 o'clock at Roadrunner Field on the 12th. Then we have basketball on the 13th, tennis on the 14th, basketball, baseball, tennis on the 14th, and baseball on the 14th, which is first pitch against Quinnipiac. Oh no, it's definitely Quinnipiac.
I was about to say, I said it was Quinnipiac last time, and you keep saying Quinnipiac.
It's definitely Quinnipiac. You're right. Like now that I'm looking at the word, Quinnipiac. Huh. That adds like a whole other syllable. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Quinnipiac on the 14th. Then on the 15th, we have Western Kentucky in basketball, UTRGV in tennis, and then another baseball game against Quinnipiac. On February 12th, we also have a game on softball. There's just a lot of stuff happening in UTSA Athletics this weekend. I wanted to be able to do that more smoothly, but I could not. So I'll post them on Twitter in a little bit. But yeah, I'm very excited. This is one of those weekends where all we do is UTSA athletics.
Yeah.
And it's like, these are like the best weekends. We just get to school at like 8 a.m. or like I'm up at like 8 a.m. I'm showered and ready to go for the day at like 9. We get breakfast dogs in the morning. I wake Austin up. He's all tired. We go to the gym. We go to the combo.
We're going to the gym.
You know, we're going to the combo.
Get a workout in.
I said gym. I meant convo. We go to the convo. We yell at some basketball players. Hopefully, we squeak by a win against. We should have a good game against Marshall, and then Western Kentucky
is in Western
Kentucky on Saturday, and it's just going to be a great time. And then in between all that is sprinkled in some baseball and softball and tennis, and it's just going to be a grand old time.
And Valentine's.
Yeah, Joe, what are you doing for Valentine's Day, huh?
So, the person that I would be spending Valentine's Day with has testing this upcoming week, so we're going to hang out next weekend.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's romance right there.
What about you, buddy? Yeah, no, I let her do her studies. Like, you know what? Yeah, the study's important. What are you doing, buddy?
I gave my significant other a mug with our faces on it and our dog on it.
Aww.
Yeah, it was $10. So shout out to Cheap Valentine's Day gifts. And she doesn't listen to anything, so I'll probably take her to Texas Tulips, but I haven't told her. So
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, if it
Hopefully
could
she's not
stop
listening.
raining. What the hell, San Antonio?
By the way, oh yeah. So I was talking to Austin about this, and so there's this like weather phenomena that happens in San Antonio. in the mid months of February, and Jeff can attest to this. It's called rodeo weather. It's always like this during the rodeo, right, Jeff? Every year for as long as the rodeo's been in San Antonio, the weather is bad during it. Like that's just a thing. So maybe wait till after the rodeo to go to Texas Tulips.
I need a 5-minute breakdown of the rodeo because
so the rodeo, essentially, for those of you who don't know, Jose.
No, I just need a breakdown of how do you do the rodeo. I know what the rodeo is.
Well, no. So what it is like you go in. There's 3 parts of it. So there's the rodeo / concert. There's the stock show and shops, and then there's the carnival. And the carnival has like a Ferris wheel and a tilt-a-whirl and carnival food and all that nonsense. And then the stock show and shops have like cows that you can look at and goats that you can pet and horses you can see. And it also has like all like these like independent retailers and also like mattress salesmen that try to sell you stuff. And that's
Mattress
like
Mac?
It's a sleep number.
yeah, there's like a sleep number
who
store
goes
here.
to the rodeo to buy a sleep number
No,
mattress?
you don't go to buy a mattress. You end up buying a mattress, Austin. I've told you this every time. And then finally, there's the rodeo / concert portion, which the rodeo / concert portion is like, it's the bull riding, the barrel racing, the bareback riding, the mutton busting, the calf roping, the calf wrestling. All that stuff happens at the rodeo, and then afterward, like Brad Paisley sings. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Taco, why don't you do like what I don't know what it's called, but why don't you just hop on one of the sheep or whatever and just ride that thing? Why aren't you in the rodeo life since you wear the hat?
Well, because I am more of the watcher. Because I don't know. Because at the end of the day, like believe it or not, I am city folk. I am a city mouse.
I am city folk.
I am city folk. That's who I am. That's who I be. I was born in San Antonio, Texas. I am a city boy. Because that's who I've actually never ridden a horse. Fun fact. Would you believe that, Jose?
I've ridden a horse.
Yeah, because why? Okay, I don't fuck with horses at all. I make Eric Berry on this. Don't fuck with a horse. I will not get near a horse because I do not want to get a solid kick in the back. Like when we went to Bourbon Street and the horses were like just chilling there, I was like, man, I'm not getting near that thing.
So Jose's scared of horses. Cool.
Yeah.
My
dad is letting me know that there are scholarship opportunities for kids that show their animals for the future farmers of America. By the way, which is like, oh yeah, that's the other thing. The rodeo, like most of the funds for the rodeo, like if I remember correctly, the rodeo is a nonprofit and they pay like their employees, and then all of the other money goes to San Antonio like scholarships. Like there's rodeo scholarships for rodeo people, which is very cool.
Good for them. Yeah,
no, it's a really cool thing.
Here's a fun fact about me. When I was at Oklahoma State, I dated a girl that showed cows. She was a big rodeo girl.
Interesting. Did you ever watch her? Did you ever go see her cows?
No. Imagine me dating a girl like that for an extended period of time.
Oh, so y'all went on like one date. Okay.
No. We dated for like 3 months, but it got old quickly. She had fluffy cows, though. She had a lot of land. I was just trying to marry her for the land.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, but it's Oklahoma land.
I see. I don't know what the difference is. You know, he had farms and stuff. Is land. I'll take it. You got to flip the land. Sell into the family.
You gotta flip the land.
Jose's a gold digger. Cool.
Yeah, Jose's legitimately a gold digger.
Yes. I don't know how many times I'll say it. Betty White, if you ever need
Hey,
my
what's
love,
your
I'll
girlfriend's
come
what's your girlfriend's degree plan, by the way?
Kinesiology?
Yep, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah.
Like she's a medical field who's gonna like probably makes pretty decent money in her life.
Yeah, come on. I want her to take care of me. She's the queen here. Who wants to make the money in the house?
Jose's progressive.
Honestly, like you're right. Like you're not like I'm not even disagreeing with you at this point.
Yeah, of course I am.
Very
That's
funny.
Women's rights.
Very interesting stuff.
Pay them more than us.
Pay them more than a flip the gender gap, flip
Yes.
the wage gap on
What
the
are we
head.
doing? Flip the gender. Let them make the money.
and we'll mooch off of them.
There we go. I mean, you could take the words right out of my mouth.
Okay.
That's very funny. That's very funny stuff. Yeah, coming up in a couple minutes, we will have our good friend Jacob Germany on the show. He'll be with you in a minute. So I think I'm going to hit the music now, and then it'll play into that. Right, guys? That's how that'll work?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, we'll love you all. Next time you see us, we will be within 48 hours of the first pitch of the 2020 UTSA baseball season. I am so excited. Please hit the music. I'll see you then, boys.